How does the CAC SEA work together with the MDT teams to achieve your overall goal?
The Children's Advocacy Center of Southeast Arkansas meets with the multidisciplinary team members, which consist of law enforcement, child protective caseworkers, components of our CAC, which are the medical SANE examiners, mental health therapists, advocates, and forensic interviewers. We meet collectively to address children coming in for services to minimize re-victimization and work with children and protected families during the investigation phase, assessment, intervention, and prosecution of cases. We want to ensure that when we meet, we have effective meetings, we collaborate, we go over facts on the case regarding child maltreatment investigations and the criminal investigation cases. Hi, Alexia. At the Children's Advocacy Center of Southeast Arkansas, how do you help children and families as an advocate?
The ways that I help the family and children when they first get to our center is by giving them a tour immediately. They get to see every room, our service hallways, everything that our center has to offer so that there's no surprises. And that also helps the child get comfortable with our center and with our staff before we start our services. To ensure the child's immediate safety, all of our doors in our centers are locked. We don't let anyone come in who is not a staff member or a part of our MDT team. And we also only let the non-offending caregiver into our center with the child. Our mission is to always protect the confidentiality of the child and the non-offending family members. All of our files are stored away under lock and key, and only our staff members have access to our files. So we pre-staff and post-staff with our investigators and our staff before every case gets started, every child that we see. And before the family leaves, we post-staff with our investigators and our staff to make sure that we covered all of our bases and that we know what our next steps are with the family.
At the Children's Advocacy Center, we follow a lot of procedures at our agency. Just to give an example of one, when a rape kit is requested, there is a chain of command that we have to follow. Not everyone in the agency is able to provide that rape kit to law enforcement. We follow a chain of command that we have to let our director know that they're here, and she comes and does a chain of command with law enforcement. Our CAC staff has a good collaborate database where each advocate or forensic interviewer or staff member can go in and key notes under each child specifically, and that is a good way for all of the staff to be able to keep up with every case. In case, for example, one staff member is out, that other staff member can go in the database system and look under this child and see those specific notes for that child, so all of our team is aware of what is going on with this child. We also partner with a lot of agencies such as Division of Child and Family Services with the Department of Human Services. We partner with Arkansas State Police, Crimes Against Children, and various law enforcement agencies such as local law enforcement and sheriff's departments. As professionals, we hear what all these agencies have to say about the cases we see, and we all try to accommodate what is best for this child. Our CAC staff also attends monthly multidisciplinary team meetings, or best known as MDT meetings, where all the collective agencies or partnering agencies come together and we meet and discuss each child's case and see where there are deficiencies or where we can do better, such as counties that we cover that are in rural sections that don't have mental health component. We can try and see what the best way is to provide this child that service they are needing. That's why it's vital that we receive funding so all these children can receive the services that they need.
At the CAC, one of our goals of the interviews is to help minimize the times that the children have to relive an allegation that may or may not have happened, but it helps to keep them from having to relive it over and over and over again. When we join together with our partnering agencies, we come together collectively to pre-staff and post-staff, so we cover every base that potentially might have happened or did happen to the child victim which is also one of the reasons why we record it on DVD. So if there are agencies that were not able to participate, whether it be law enforcement, DCFS, or prosecution, we're able to give them that DVD for them to examine, to go over, to determine, if there is any need to ask children more questions. Possibly there's not. So it's kind of a one and done scenario that it just makes it easier on the children. We also partner with prosecuting attorneys and help with their cases. We are expert witnesses that we go in and discuss the things that have happened, our trainings, certifications that we may have, anything to help elicit a win. So again, that child is not having to get up on that stand and continuously tell that story.
Tell us the benefit of a child coming here after an assault versus the hospital.
The main benefit for a child coming here after being sexually abused or sexually assaulted is that the providers that see them here at the CAC are specially trained to perform exams on sexually assaulted or abused children. That may not be the case if they go to a local ER or to their PCP. So we're trained to find and look for injuries that may be not so apparent or other things that may be associated with the abuse or the assault.
Are you specially trained to use any specific tools to help you in those examinations?
The tools that we use during the medical exam, the main tool is a colposcope. And what that is a device that allows for magnification and amplified lighting to be able to view the body more effectively to find any injuries that may or may not be there. The medical examination portion of the exam is not invasive. It is not what you typically see on the television or your TV shows. These exams are not painful in any way. They're just a general checkup from head to toe, just like they would get at their primary care provider's office. The entirety of the medical exam takes about an hour. It consists of just a general physical evaluation and examination, as well as testing for possibly transferred sexually transmitted infections. That can include urine and blood sampling. Depending on when the assault or abuse occurred, it also may include collecting a sexual assault kit to provide to law enforcement and the state crime lab. As you can imagine, after experiencing sexual abuse or trauma, children need the help of mental health therapists to be able to process and cope with what has happened to them. And so with that, the CAC offers mental health services that are evidence-based and based on trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, which is short CFCBT. Those mental health services are provided by a trained mental health provider that is specifically and specially trained in TFCBT.